Hello, my dear students. Welcome to the third session. That is paper 6, Electrochemistry 1. It belongs to Bangalore North University. So, ionic mobility, absolute ionic mobility, and transport number. Today's suggestion. So, from this, you have to know what you mean by ionic mobility, absolute ionic mobility, and transport number. Then, what is the relationship between transport number and ionic mobility? So, next one is a determination of transport number of ion by moving boundary method. Then, meaning of abnormal transport number. So, after the end of the session, you have to know, so understand this meaning of ionic mobility and transport number. What is the relationship between transport number and ionic mobility, and how do you determine the transport number by moving boundary method and meaning of abnormal transport number. So for this year you have to know, so the moving boundary method mainly involves movement of ions, nothing but speed of the ions, and when electric current passes, electrolysis takes place. So that means ions will move in opposite direction, we call it as electrolysis. Then what is the effect of current on moving of ions? So first I will give the definition of ionic mobility. Ionic mobility may be defined as the distance traveled by an ion per second under an electric field, an electric potential of 1 volt per meter. Once again read this ionic mobility definition. Ionic mobility may be defined as the distance traveled by an ion per second under an electric potential of 1 volt per meter. That is, in the mathematical form, ionic mobility is equal to distance traveled per second divided by volt per meter, applied potential 1 volt per meter. Then we will go for what do you mean by transport number. The fraction of electric current carried by ion is known as a transport number. Transport number of an general ion means a fraction of electric current carried by an ion is known as its transport number. So we will divide this, what is the transport number of cation and transport number of anion. The transport number of cation may be defined as fraction of total current carried by all the cations. It is represented by Tc and is given by Tc is equal to electric current carried by all the cations divided by total electric current passed. On the same similar lines, the transport number of anion may be defined as fraction of total electric current carried by all the anions. It is represented by Ta and is given by mathematically Ta is equal to electric current carried by all the anions divided by total electric current passed. So here Tc may be or may not be equal to Ta. That is Tc, transport number of cation, is equal to transport number of anion, some electrolytes, and Tc is not equal to Ta, some electrolytes, but always Tc plus Ta is equal to always 1. So relationship between transport number, ionic mobility, and ionic conductance. The transport number represents the fraction of electric current carried by an ion. It also represents the total conductance of ion. Let U be the speed or the directly proportional to the Tc, and V is the directly proportional to the V, cation. So Tc is equal to, you know the definition of transport number of cation is equal to U over U plus V, to current carried by cation divided by total current passed. Similarly, Ta is equal to V over V plus U. So since here it is lambda infinity plus is directly proportional to U and lambda infinity is directly proportional to V. So in place of U and V, we substitute Tc is equal to lambda infinity plus divided by lambda infinity plus and lambda infinity minus. Therefore Tc is equal to lambda infinity plus divided by lambda infinity at equivalent conductance at infinite dilution. So you know the equivalent conductance at infinite dilution and transport number. Equivalent conductance of a cation can be calculated, that is T lambda infinity plus is equal to lambda infinity at infinite dilution multiplied by transport number of cation. Similarly, Ta is equal to lambda infinity minus divided by lambda infinity plus and lambda infinity minus, that is equal to Ta is equal to ionic conductance of anion divided by lambda infinity. So here also you know the lambda infinity, so using this can be calculated using Kohlraasch law, and Ta is known. Equivalent conductance of anion can be calculated. Here in this, Tc and Ta are the transport number of cation and anion respectively. Ta plus total ionic conductance of cation, lambda infinity minus total ionic conductance of anions. Lambda infinity is equal to total ionic conductance of both cation and anion. So that is about the relationship between ionic mobility and transport number. Next, another very important in this session is how do you determine the transport number of ion by moving boundary method. That is electrolyte is HCl, H plus in HCl, transport number of H plus in HCl. Though for this method involves the observation of actual movement of ions under the influence of applied potential. There exists a sharp boundary between the two electrolyte solutions. The rate of movement which keeps in calculating the transport number of ions of the electrolyte solution under observation is known as principal electrolyte. Principal electrolyte means you have to determine the transport number of an electrolyte. That is, you are taken here is HCl. HCl is the principal electrolyte. The two electrolytes are chosen in such that a sharp boundary exists between the two electrolyte solution. As the difference in a refractive index of the electrolyte solution results a sharp boundary. It is necessary to know that mobility of cation of the indicator electrolyte, so that is reference electrolyte, we call it as indicator electrolyte, should be less than that of the principal electrolyte. That means here it is two electrolytes, one is the principal electrolyte, another one is a indicator electrolyte. Indicator electrolyte, the ions should not overtake the principal electrolyte. In such a way, you have to select both principal and indicator electrolyte. The anion is common for both the electrolytes, so that means HCl and cadmium chloride. So here it is ClCl, anion is common for both the electrolyte. The concentration of the two electrolytes are adjusted such that two electrolytes is lighter than the indicator electrolyte. In order to determine, example, transport number of ions of hydrochloric acid and cadmium chloride used as an indicator electrode, and platinum used as a cathode and cadmium used as a anode. So figure as shown in the figure, here it is a long vertical tube, uniform. So then at the top is one electrode and the bottom is another electrode. So here in the top it is a platinum electrode and bottom is cadmium electrode, is connected with ammeter, with resistance box and coulometer. So you can observe first both indicator electrolyte is filled, and above this principal electrolyte, that is HCl, another one is cadmium chloride. Due to the refractive index, we can observe a boundary that is called AA dash. The electric connections are made through a variable resistance. A coulometer of copper or silver is used. The electric current is made to flow through the electrolyte solution. The chloride ions move towards anode, that is the opposite direction, while hydrogen ion and cadmium ion move towards the cathode. A boundary between the two solutions moves upward from A dash to B dash. The total electric current passing through the electrolyte the distance moved by the cation of the electrolyte and transport number of the cation are calculated. So for this experiment there is a calculation and observations. You can observe, let the distance moved by cation, so A dash to B dash, that is called L meters. Second one, let the cross sectional area of the tube be A meter square. Area of cross section is A meter square. So third one is volume of the electrolyte moving towards the cathode. We can say it is L X A, L into A meter cube. Let the fourth one is, let the concentration of the principal electrolyte is C moles per dm cube. Next point is number of moles of hydrogen ions moving towards a cathode. Totally it is hydrogen ion carried by moving with the cathode is LAC, that is the length and area of cross section and its concentration. Each mole of ion carries 1 farad of electric current. Each mole of ion carries 1 farad of electric current. Therefore, total electric carried by H plus ion is equal to LAC into Faraday. Let the total electric current passed through the electrolyte solution is Q coulombs. Fraction of electric current carried by H plus ions, that is transport number of cation, is equal to LAC divided by total current Q. Therefore, transport number of Cl minus ion is equal to Ta is equal to 1 minus Tc. 1 minus Tc. Next, total current, here it is Q is the total electric current passing through an electrolyte solution is determined by the amount or mass of the metal in the coulometer connected to the circuit. Q is the current in amperes, that is Q is equal to IT. Q is equal to IT, time in seconds and current in amperes. R is nothing but Q is equal to W over E, that is weight of copper or silver deposited, and E is nothing but equivalent mass of copper or silver. Concentration dependence of transport number. The transport number varies with concentration. If Tc is equal to Ta, that is 0.5, the variation of transport number with concentration is not so large. That means transport number of cation is equal to transport number of anion, that is equal to 0.5. So transport number concentration is not so large. Example, you can take it as a KCl. KCl in this case, K plus ion is equal to Cl minus ion, that is Ta is equal to Tc. If Tc is greater than 0.5, the increase in concentration increases the transport number of cation slightly. Example, HCl. If transport number of cation is less than 0.5, the increase in concentration decreases the transport number of cation slightly. Example, cadmium iodide. Temperature difference. The increase in temperature increases the transport number slightly. Then another point is this abnormal transport number. That means abnormal means the transport number in certain systems very less abnormally. Abnormal transport. The change in transport number value of ions at higher concentration is known as abnormal transport number. This is generally due to the formation of complex ion. Example, CdI2 plus 2I. So it gives CdI4 minus. So it forming a complex. Complex will decrease the transport number. So far you have studied in this session is ionic mobility. What is the definition of ionic mobility, and what is the definition of transport number, and what is the relationship between transport number and ionic mobility. Then how do you determine the transport number of H plus in HCl by moving boundary method, and what are the causes for abnormal transport number. So from this session there are some questions. So first question is the value of Faraday constant. The value of Faraday constant, so there are 4 answers is given. First one is 95,500 coulombs, 96,500 coulombs, 97,100 coulombs, and 96,600 700 coulombs. 1 Faraday is equal to 1 Faraday. What is the correct answer is B, that is 96,500 coulombs. Then second question, the fraction of total electric current carried by ion is known as, in general, fraction of the total electric current carried by ion is known as a dash. So first one is a transport number, ionic mobility, absolute ionic mobility, none of this. For second question, answer for this is A, that is a transport number. Next one, question number 3, the distance traveled by an ion per second under an electric potential of 1 volt per meter is called. So this is definition. First one, A is a transport number, B is ionic mobility, C is absolute ionic mobility, and D is none of these. So the question answer is ionic mobility. Ionic mobility, that is B. Next, fourth one, abnormal transport number due to the formation of dash. So first for this simple ions, second one is complex ions, and third one is both A and B, and D is none of these. So question number 4, abnormal transport number due to the formation of complex ions. B is the correct answer. Next, last question, the unit for quantity of electricity. The unit for quantity of electricity. Here also 4 answers as given. First one is ampere, second one is ohm, and third one is volt, and last one is coulomb. For this, correct answer is D, that is coulomb. So for this session number 3, I have given references as given below. For this is the end of the session number 3 in electrochemistry 1. Thank you.